beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Napier told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the James Madison Dukes offense has the ball first today. Arrington Maiden, they'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
First down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Rush is on. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Georgia State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He's changing the play. Brown wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Handoff to the lone back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4 down territory. Looking to throw for it. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Gets the back moving. Snags it quickly on the left. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Martin. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback changing the play. Plows his way ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. They're all over it. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Go straight ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll move the wide receiver. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Martin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Riles. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hits inside. It's Butler. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Left side, it's Riles. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Got him quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gonna look downfield again. Right side, it's Butler. Could not make his way to the corner.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Making the adjustment. Brown wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Butler. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that.
And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Still looking. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got a man, it's Hart. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that. With that small change, they take over at the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Keller. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Burrowing for yardage. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, it's Hart. Moving past the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Hart. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Left side is Hart. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Brown will throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before. You slide, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Needs it. Inside the 35. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Avery. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the red zone, it's Hart. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. First and goal on what will be the last play of this quarter. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
This is one of those games where you got to make every single possession count. You got to give the offense credit. They did a nice job executing. And if they hit this extra point, they're going to take a touchdown lead into halftime.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Now back over to your game in Harrisonburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From deep, it's Butler. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Georgia State's head coach told me at the half, one of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back the rock here to start the third, get the run game going, and take some pressure off their QB.
Thanks, Holly. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw on first. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun. Under pressure. And they got it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Close to midfield, fourth down. I think most coaches in college football say that's a green zone now.
Has to be, because there's really not that much to gain by kicking it away.
No, because you kick it in the end zone, they take it out to the 20. You're only picking up how many yards. They can return it. So I know if I run a play, I've got a really good chance to get it. So stay aggressive, offensive coaches.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Murray. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the...
Going for it all. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Scott. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's These can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. Bring him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Send the tight end in motion. Keeps it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Dukes moving quickly to the line. Turns into the pile. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll test the right side. Run ends there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Panthers sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Nice move to keep running. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Brown will throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
But I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Buying time to his right. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Give to the single back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, going to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Moving out to the right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They find position. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's going to take off. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Caught. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Second down to the air. Rush is on. Right side, it's Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
2nd down, going to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like, last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Avery. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Out wide right, it's Murray. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass on second down. Still looking to his right. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, dude.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.